So we'll start learning with module 2. Some more two more topics. Yesterday I had to rush, but we can go in detail. Half an hour of it on smart materials. Next half an hour, I'll give a centered problems to solve it and share it in the chat box. Is that okay? So yesterday we started in discussion with the towards the end of the class, how to maintain the room temperature, what are the different types of insulations available with us in the market. We can always procure that and install in the building during the construction. If not, after construction also it is possible to inculcate at the doors or the windows. Those are the materials which are available in market. You have to fix it. You have to fix it either at the roof or to the wall or to the door or a window so that a proper temperature is maintained within the room. Whether it is a residential room or it can be office room or any other commercial purpose. Okay. So now we'll start learning about smart buildings. Smart buildings when it is not that it appears smart. Yes, every building has its own dimensions, shapes, colors, so which appears to be aesthetic good. But we are talking smartness with its function, how the building can perform well as a smart building. Okay. So we are introducing to the technology, right? We are looking at the environmental friendly technology, cost effective and social benefits. Fine, these are the three important criteria to be kept when I call it as a intelligent building or a smart building. Okay, so these three things has to be satisfied to call the building as a intelligent or a smart building. So there is a literature telling that what is a smart building and what is a ordinary building. Are we located in an ordinary building or intelligent building? So let me clarify what is intelligent building. Intelligent has a functional aspects as proper light, ventilation, firefighting, air conditioning, so many other things, changes in environment controlled by computer. Whereas in an ordinary building, there will be different room temperature depending upon the changes in the environmental conditions. Whereas the security system, communication system are not being coordinated and automatically controlled by the computer workstation. So with this line of difference, could you please tell me, are we in the ordinary or yeah, please tell me. Are we in the ordinary building or in the intelligent building? I'm in an intelligent building because I have the facilities like this. Maybe more facilities are available at your place also. You may tell that I am at intelligent building. So it depends upon the functions of the building, how it can perform. So cost effective construction is the first criteria to be called as telling that cost effective construction. Since I can see around in Bangalore, all concrete buildings are coming up, all concrete. Nobody is relied on any other material other than concrete. Are Baba, it is a cement. Okay, then use cement. Use as a concrete. But we have so many other materials existing which can be utilized for the construction, but none of us are using, and we are throwing these as a waste to the environment. But actually, these materials can substitute to the concrete. For example, I'm talking about fly ash. Fly ash is a byproduct of the electricity generation thermal station. At Raichur, if you go, the fly ash, you can just fill it and come. Nobody will stop you. It is so abundant and it can replace concrete. But we think before replacing, because life of concrete or the life of structure is an important criteria. I may survive till 50 years or 60 years. I say my building has to be survived till 100 years. That is the human tendency, how the human will think about the building to exist. There are different components looking at the efficient building or a smart building or a intelligent building. Don't worry, it's all the common terms, right? Provide good landscaping, correct? Now you can keep in mind SVC campus only. Ratio to build form to open spacing and to the built up area, location of water bodies. There should be proper orientation of building. Proper orientation of building means I should receive a good amount of sunlight, the natural sunlight. The natural wind flow should be there. Wind flow should be there in the within the constructed area. Use of materials with low embodied energy. Low embodied energy means where the energy consumption for the material production is very low. Then there should be environmental friendly materials such as like we are talking about the intelligent building, like we talk about with respect to environmental friendly, then comfortable, safe, secure. All this comes into picture. Environmental friendly, again, it is in detail telling about how it is environmental friendly, improve air circulation, reduce water waste streams, use of low carbon materials, and all that. Optimum use of day and daylight. Correct. Use of our daylight. You usually see you would have come across or by just even myself sometimes. No, I leave the kitchen light on, even though it's a heavy daylight. I forget to turn it off. It happens, and the kitchen has to be so located. When you're constructing a house, you have to see to that the kitchen and the reading room and the bedroom and the hall, everything should be well facilitated with the daylight instead of turning on with the artificial source of light, isn't it? And always there should be some uh, low carbon materials. Suppose I was talking in one class of yours that carbon your concrete will breathe. You may be surprised with this. It is not that human beings or animals or insects only breathe. No, concrete also breathe. What they breathe out, the carbon. They breathe out continuously. They breathe out. They are life, infinite life they have. Correct? They breathe out always the carbon. Even they are breathing out today also now also. So we are telling people, Are Baba, you stop using cement. You use some other material like fly ash. It will give the same energy and same material for the construction, but people are not using it. But they are not ready to take up the usage of fly ash or any other material. So they are thinking about no, if I use some material other than cement, my building will collapse. No, that's a wrong assumption of any public. And these are the access control. Now you have the smart facilities, isn't it? Now every one of our in our house we have a camera fit because we like for example myself if I take I lock the house and come and I have the camera and my mobile has a facility to check with the camera, outdoor cameras, indoor cameras, everything is available because of the technology. We call it as a smart building because I'm able to assess, right? So there are plenty of things like you must be having a fingerprint lock existing. Now our cars has this fingerprint locks. Even we go for this type of locks for our house. Then voice and video intercom, code-based access system, swipe card, biometric, surveillance through CCTVs. All these are access control. That means these are being introduced for the building to convert as a smart building. It is not only for the commercial students I'm talking about, even to the domestic usage we look for it because we ensure the safety and security of our building. Because we are working at 8 hours here and we are worried about our property that someone should not take away. They should not break down the door and get in. So there will be a high security being involved. Therefore, I'm ensuring and sitting here and telling that yes, I'm at safe. So where is the safety criteria is very important. We look for the fire extinguishers, isn't it? For example, when you go to mall, you always most of your age students they visit malls. Am I correct? You all visit very frequently, not on weekends also, in weekdays also. Am I correct? Just do some window watching and all that. Am I correct, students? No, you don't go to malls. Very good then. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when you go to that, for example, you go to the Inox. Inox will be somewhere in the topmost floor. Correct? Correct? For example, think that it should not happen. There is a fire catch, and you know how the mall is being designed, and you find that exit only is at the center. At the ends, you don't find. Correct? You have seen the geometry of the mall. It will be
Yes, ma'am.
rectangular. It will be rectangular, and you find the escalator or the lift or the stairs available only at the center, not to the corners of the rectangle. Getting the picture what I'm talking? Imagine your mall where you frequently visit, and check this, and check this. You have to check this. Now you go to Inox, or your food court is must be in the topmost floor. Sometimes it happens so that there's a catch of fire by accident. I'm talking. It should not happen. And think of it, there is a no fire extinguisher. How do you reach down? And maybe the fire extinguishers as a hydrants, fire hydrants will be available, and they try to do it. But is there a facility for you to immediately exit out? What about all that facilities? So there comes a safety. Now, we should not worry about it. Every mall, every commercial building, every office is being provided with all such facilities. Wherein, if there's a fire catch, immediately the fire hydrants will open up and they sprinkle water. You have seen some in the ceiling. There are some pipelines moving around. Have you seen, observed sometimes? Are Baba, you should walk in and check some commercial office, and there you can see some ducts. It is not water pipes. They are the fire extinguisher pipes. Immediately they sense, it's a sensor being provided. When there's a smoke, immediately the water will sprinkle down. Maybe some movies you would have watched, right? So such the type of setups we have, and we continue providing. That is what we talking about. Fire protection system like pumps water to the areas and fire occurs. So to automatically through sprinkler bulbs, we call it as. Okay. And what are the different types of management systems? That is high voltage automated systems, the lighting system, life escalator, and alarm system. All these systems usually we know we are using it readily. We are using it in Bangalore and at many other places also. Right? In our college also we have all these facilities. Most of the facilities we have in our college. Water management system, water management, because I was talking about how to manage this water. For example, very good example is our own campus SVC. We have a primary treated water. Whatever the waste water collected out of our the water closets, we treat it, and primary we use it for the gardening purpose, isn't it? Similarly, BBMP in Bengaluru, BBMP has introduced and made a rule that when you are when you are taking up a construction, the BBMP is providing the primary treated water for the construction purpose. You are using the water which is not, you are not supposed to use the natural water, right? Because you have to save that water, natural water. Arey Baba, you use the primary treated water, correct? That is what they are intending to. Grey water handling. Grey water handling is very difficult because we talk about the hygienity there. So proper water drainage system should be provided. So there are different water management systems available. Even then, I tell you students, it is not that limited to civil engineering. It is open to all fields, wherein we have to look for some sensors adoption, wherein I should get a buzzer or a beep or a IoT message that somebody using my taps are open at home. I should get the sensor. Somebody should stop. I should have a wall gate and should stop. So all such type of setup really will improve the water management system. This is HACV is nothing but we are talking about the high volcanic circulation with the residential buildings. Especially we come across with the high-rise buildings and the intelligent buildings, wherein such facilities are referred like ventilation, air condition, and all that. And you find high-rise buildings, correct? You find many high-rise buildings in Bangalore. Above, we treat that above 5 stories and 3 stories, and we treat all the buildings to be high-rise buildings, correct? And they are being well facilitated. You think about the 24 buildings. You would have come, you are, most of you are staying in an apartment which is having a 20 or 25 or maybe even more high floor buildings. So think about the facilities of ventilation, heating, air conditioning, how it is provided. It is all by the systems of HVAC. Advantages, these are the advantages telling about reducing circulating air quality control and all that. Disadvantages, yes, this is having a very good number of good disadvantages. That initial cost is a little high because it is not possible to afford everyone to afford for a middle class or lower middle class people. We have to look for a better stage. And commercially, yes, commercial, it is not personally possible for any individual, but when it is a office or a commercial building, we of course see to that repairing a problem, because any census which is gone through, I cannot report it. I have to go with a new one. And all such things has to be thought of and done. But when I look at the advantages, I prefer to be used because disadvantages could be overcome. Next is, I think it's the end. Yeah, it's the end of this module 2. Any doubt, students, here in the module 2? You want me to repeat any content? I would like to.
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No,
Then now
ma'am.
centroid. We'll go with the centroid. I'll give you some problems to do it. Okay. Yeah. Now take out your book, students. Take out your book. We'll do some 2, 3 problems. You remember centroid, right? Now take this problem. Locate the centroid of lamina shown in the figure. The answers are given. You have to evaluate. You have to follow the steps. Given the equation of x bar and y bar. You're there. 46 students are there in the class. Now in the chat box, you give me the equation of x bar and y bar. Take down the figure. Solve the problem and share it in the chat box. I'll give you 10 minutes time. You have to complete this. There are 2 parts, 2 divisions. One is semicircle and one is a quadrant. So if I take the quadrant as 1, semicircle as 2, so what is the equation of x bar and y bar? I should get the center out of the shaded area only, this shaded area. So x bar will be equal to a1 x1 minus Taken?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now give me the equation. X bar equals and y bar. Give me the expression. You find something like this. It's difficult to draw here. It's a curve. And you find this to be a curve one more. Correct? So I call this as 1. And this as 2. So 1 is, what is 1? What is 1, students? 1 is a quadrant. And second one is a semicircle. So for a quadrant, x bar and y bar is 4r by 3 pi and 4r by 3 pi. And for a semicircle, it is what is the meaning of this, Bhumika? X square 4r by 3 pi. Okay. Nothing wrong. If you are given the chat box, don't delete. Let it be. Give me the final, calculate the answer and give me the, share the calculation image. Give the answer. I'm waiting. Anyone who got the answer? Yes. Value of x and y, x bar and y bar. Nagesh? Yeah, Ashta has replied, good. Four r by 3 pi, 4r by 3 pi. Good. A1 x1 minus A2 x2 correct. By A1 by A2 correct. Equation is correct. X1 is equal to 4r by 3 pi. Good. 4r by 3 pi. Area you get that A1. Then R is equal to 100. 4r by 3 pi. Good. Good. What's the final value? That's here. 69.84 and 127. Is the same answer? One 27. Yeah. So this is, please write the units, student. It's Hardik Shetty. Good. And you got this answer. 16. Write the units. Good. Only two of you? Huh? Only Hardik Shetty and Akshata are there in the class, huh? What are all the rest doing? So only two students will get the attendance with this. Only Ashta and Hardik Shetty will get the attendance. I'll give another 3 minutes. Now it is 54, 57. By 57, I should expect this calculation. Okay. Disha. Okay. What is that by 2? Huh? Who's this? Disha Bharadwaj. What is this 2? 2 is a difference. 314000 minus 15700. Check. So you got this 548 and you strike off and you put this answer. Arey, yeah, you learn, no. Your calculation, everything is correct. You just subtract correctly. Instead of to correct and give the answer.
Yes, ma'am. Answer 15700. I had in place of minus, I had to divide the symbol. That's why it
Okay.
came to.
Okay, fine. Aishman, you're typing that. Akshata, you're typing. Where is it you're working? Where is your book and the photo image? Rest, what about the rest in the class? Huh? Nagesh, Deepika, Hemant, Darshan, Deepak, Aish Gowda, Bhumika. Just like that, they are in class. This will not count for your attendance. Bhavna CM. Why that mistake? Why you go wrong in writing? What about x1 and y? You should show the in the figure. You should show the distance of x1, y1, x2, y2. Huh? Okay, area you have calculated. What is the rest? The next step. Where is x1 and x2? See students, I'll tell you very clearly. In the figure that x1, y1, x2, y2 has to be labeled. Without that, it is not possible like this. I can say just like that you are taken from somewhere. Huh? Have no figure. What is x and y? What is x1 here? What is x and y? Think you all forgot or just doing for my sake? The story goes with the all. Huh? You can trim to third decimal or second decimal, students. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'll keep waiting until then. I'll give one more assignment to the other students. Those who are finished. Yeah, take this figure, this problem. You can see this problem, everyone? Take the same problem and do it. It's very simple. Center of the shaded area. It's a one big rectangle. Out of that rectangle, you have to minus the semicircle and minus a rectangle. The rectangle, total rectangle is of what length? 82 mm, and this is depth of 40 mm. 82 and 40 mm. Semicircle is of diameter, radius 20 mm. This rectangle is 35 mm by 13 mm. Good response I'm getting. This centroid is a very simple, easy to solve. Functions of x1, y1. Now you start doing this problem and solve and give me the answer in the chat box. Make your own attempt rather from posting your answers to your friends. Allow your friends to learn. Don't share your content to your friends. Give me the equation. Tell loudly. Share the expression of x bar and y bar for this program. Sorry, for this problem. X bar equals if I take this rectangle as 1, this semicircle as 2, this rectangle as 3. So x bar is equal to a1 x1 minus a2 x2 minus a3 x3 divided by a1 minus a2 minus a3. Similarly, y bar equals a1 y1 minus a2 y2 minus a3 y3. So only these many response I could get. Now do with this problem. taken? Sometimes no students go wrong with the areas. Most of the time, students go wrong with the areas. So be careful while calculating the areas also for quadrant and a semicircle and for a circle also. Good attempt made by every one of you. Here is y1 and xy, x1. In the diagram, you should show me where is x1 and y1, x2 and y2. Huh? Leaving the figure, you tried doing it. Not possible, Geeta. Now try work for this problem. Get the answer quickly. I'm waiting here for your answers. Can you give me what is x1 and y1? Orally, you can give me the answer of x1 and y1 if rectangle is taken as area 1. What is x1 and y1, students? What is x1? Am I audible to you? What is x1 value? 41? Correct, huh? No, you have taken other way. X1 is 20. How? X1 is a horizontal distance. See in the figure. X1 is read like this way. Y1 is read this way. So X1 is how much? What is x1 and y1? X1 is 41, y1 is 20. What is x2 and y2?
X2 is 27.
Yes, repeat ma.
X2 is 27.
X2 is 27. Good, correct. Y2?
Y2, ma'am, I'm confused. Should we take the whole vertical distance or should we add the like remaining like 20 mm to 4r by 3 pi?
Your points of centroid is here.
Mhm.
Correct? Huh? Now,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
distance you want? You want this distance, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So this is
Yes.
your y. Now, I have 40 mm here. Correct? 40
Yes, ma'am.
mm. I know what is this distance. What is this distance? I know.
20.
4
Like
r by
that
3 pi.
10.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Okay, okay.
4 r
4r
by
by 3 pi. 3 pi. Yeah.
40 minus 4r by 3 pi will give me this distance. X2 distance, sorry, Y2 distance I'll get. You got it?
Uh,
Repeat.
Ma'am, like we should take the 4r by 3 pi distance and add 20 to it, no?
No, 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 no. See, add 20 is the only radius. That's all.
No, not
This is
that
a
20, ma'am. Like the whole for the rectangle, the whole, what is it? Breadth is 40 mm, no, ma'am.
correct, got it. You mean to say this is 20.
That 20,
Correct.
yes, yes.
But what is this distance? I don't know this distance. This distance I know, 4r by 3 pi.
Hmm.
So to get this distance, what should I do? I'll change
20,
the color. Correct.
20
What
minus
is
4r by 3 pi.
correct? This distance is 20 minus 4r by 3 pi because I know this distance because this is a centroid. This is centroid. This is 4r by
3 pi, yes.
yeah. Four r by 3 pi, this small distance. Yeah. So what I do is I know 40 here totally. Correct now? This 40 I know. 40 minus 4r by 3 pi will give me this distance.
Yes.
That's all. So 40 minus 4r by 3 pi is y2. Now what is x3 and y3? X3 is, this is x3. X3 is how much? 47 plus half of 35. Was answer 47 plus half of 35. X3. What is y3? This is y3. Y3 is 13 by 2. Half of 13. So your equation of x bar will be equal to x1, sorry, a1 x1 minus a2 x2 minus a3 x3. Check your answers. Yeah. Say meters or mm? Mm, it has to be.
ma'am.
Mm. Good attempt. Got the same answer, Hardik? Check your answers, Hardik. The same answer, 40 and 19.5. Okay, somewhere you got as 20.36. 40. Some decimal differences. Uh, yeah. Okay, you keep doing and post it, the chat box. Now I'll end the class here. This class is only at 12 o'clock, not in the evening. I think yesterday some of your classmates have joined once again. Only in the, you please follow the timetable. There's no classes in the evening. If it is so, I'll announce in the class. Okay, students, don't simply join the session and keep attending online. Nothing goes there. Late evening, some students are by chance they join the session thinking that it is active. It is not active. When see, check the title of the sessions. It is given with the time also. I follow the timetable, and anything if it is beyond the timetable, I'll let you know and inform. So till then, don't just join the links and hang on with the classes. Okay. Okay, students. Now I'll end the session, and those are finished. You can share this in the chat box. Thank you all.